everyone. My name is Roger Rugi, and I am a mentor with Pathfinder Resilience. And I want to talk to you about taking this idea of positive thinking and kind of raising it up a notch, right? So one of the things we talked about in a previous video was how we can program that particular activating system to become more aware of the positive things that are happening all around us. And friends, they are always happening around us. But sometimes when life is really asserting itself with a lot of adversity, yeah, we're not navigating that so well. And our mind is beginning to be programmed for all the negativity that's out there. And the media is a big perpetuator of this. So it's very challenging with the pace of modern times, the technology, the focus on drama and negativity. All of that programs our minds. So really it's up to us to deprogram some of those negative aspects and to reprogram it with something that's positive and empowering. And this is where the emotion of gratitude can come in. Now, I encourage you to never take my word for anything. Nope, don't do it. Go out there and do your own research. In this case, what I would ask you to do is take a look at some of the studies that have been done on gratitude. There's a lot of research on it. And from an emotion standpoint, the two primary emotions that can really shift our consciousness is love and gratitude. And really, those two go hand in hand beautifully, right? When we feel love, we feel gratitude. When we have gratitude, we feel love. They're fairly interchangeable. So how do we cultivate greater degrees of gratitude? Well, just like our positive thinking video, where we made a list of things that we experience happiness and joy for in our life, we would also do this as a daily gratitude reflection process where we list out the things that we're grateful for on a daily basis. So with the positive list, those are things that are very consistent in our life that we feel really good about, the things that make us feel happiness and joy consistently. Our pet, our grandchildren, you name it, right? My fish, whatever. But with the gratitude list, we're now narrowing this down a little bit to daily reflections of the things that we were grateful for on that particular day. Like maybe our drive into work yielded an amazing sunrise that was like one of those take your breath away moments. Maybe we had something happen at work where the team came together and just really embraced something and nailed it, right? Just nailed it. And you feel really grateful that you were able to move through that. Maybe something significant happened that not necessarily good, but oh my gosh, it could have been so much worse. But because you took that action, you mitigated that. And you could feel gratitude for it not being as bad as it could have been. Those kind of things. It could be also very small. You're happy to be greeted by your puppy when you walk through the door with the wagging tail and the tongue hanging out. Your daughter worked on the little piece of art for you all afternoon and gave you that when you came through the door as an appreciation of love. Those are the kind of things I'm talking about. Now, you write these down, and you can do this daily or when you're inspired to do it. But typically, if we take just a few minutes daily to write our gratitudes, that's an awesome step in the right direction. We begin once again to program this internal system to scan the environment more for the things we're grateful for. And before you know it, you realize, whoa, I'm surrounded by things to be grateful for all the time. And it's really true. The problem is we're just not programming ourselves to recognize it enough. So especially on the hard days, that can become something like, there's nothing to be grateful for. Well, we know intrinsically that's a lie. We know that. And yet it's really hard to break through that when we're getting our biscuits kicked a little bit, right? Now, here's a really weird little couple of enhancements for you when you decide to do gratitude journaling. Gratitude journaling is enhanced because we're physically writing it on a piece of paper. So having a literal journal is a great idea, and that could be anything. It could be a fancy journal, it could be a piece of paper, you decide. If you know cursive, write in cursive. The act of kinesthetically making letters in cursive drives it deeper into the subconscious. We also want to do it in the color of blue ink. I know that's a weird one, but it's true. We use blue ink and our consciousness absorbs it on an even deeper level. So cursive on paper and blue ink. To enhance this even more, do it right before bed. And first thing upon waking, review what you wrote the night before. Why? Our brain waves slow down right before sleep. And as we're waking up, that's called a hypnagogic state. And we are more suggestible to the programming we're trying to input into our internal software. Isn't that cool? You slow down to 10.5 hertz, a hypnagogic state in those levels of consciousness right before sleep, first thing upon waking. So you write the list right before going to bed and read it again to remind yourself of what you were grateful for the day before, first thing when you wake up in the morning. That drives this programming even deeper, which is really, really cool. Here's another way to potentially enhance this process. And I have to say that of all the little tricks I'm giving you right now, this is probably the most important. And it is to allow our emotions to be felt for gratitude, love, joy, happiness. Feel how much you enjoyed having your daughter give you that piece of artwork. Feel as much as you can recall the happiness you felt when that little puppy met you at the door, right? The idea here is the more that we feel it on an emotional level, the deeper it programs the reticular activating system to scan the environment for things that bring us gratitude, happiness, joy, love, all the positive things. And friends, in today's world, this is a good counterbalance to all the negativity that's out there. You know where the negativity is. It's in our media all the time. Doesn't matter. You name the form of media, a lot of drama, a lot of negativity. And if you've chosen a career that's saturated in negativity, perhaps you're a first responder. Well, that's a lot of human dysfunction and trauma you're witnessing, right? So this becomes the program that we then have to counterbalance. And we have to do so fairly assertively because that's a lot of programming on that other side of the fence, right? And when the days are really hard, you're going to really appreciate this exercise because I'm here to promise you that the big dramatic swing in emotional content you have on the really hard day, you're going to mitigate that. Now, I'm not promising you rainbows, unicorns, and butterflies, no way. But what I am saying to you is you're going to take the edge off. And anytime you can raise your bar in this regard, that is a total game changer. It is absolutely worth your time to do this exercise. And I promise you, if you get consistent at this, you will notice a change. Your friends and family will notice a change. And we're just talking about a few minutes every day to journal what we're grateful for and feel that as much as possible. All right, friends, I will see you at the next video.